On July 15, 2020, the internet went haywire. Some of the biggest names on Twitter were hacked. This wasn't your run-of-the-mill security breach. This was a full-blown takeover, and the mastermind behind it all was just 17 years old. Graham Ivan Clark, a teenager from Florida, managed to infiltrate Twitter's system and wreak havoc on a global scale. His weapon of choice? Social engineering. Clark's scheme was surprisingly simple. He targeted Twitter employees, tricking them into giving him access to their credentials. Once he had the keys to the kingdom, he went on a spree, hijacking accounts of celebrities, politicians, and tech moguls. The damage was done quickly, but the impact was massive. It wasn't just about a few hacked accounts. This was about the vulnerability of our online world and the shocking ease with which a teenager could exploit it. The incident sent shockwaves throughout the tech industry and beyond. It was a stark reminder that even the most sophisticated systems are only as strong as their weakest link. In this case, it was human error manipulated by a cunning teenager that brought a tech giant to its knees. The big question everyone was asking: how could this happen? Clark's operation was a classic case of social engineering. He understood that the easiest way to breach a system wasn't through brute force, but through manipulation. He started by contacting Twitter employees, posing as a member of the IT department. Using a technique called phishing or voice phishing, he convinced them he needed their login credentials to fix a technical issue. Clark's success hinged on his ability to sound convincing and authoritative. He preyed on the trust that employees placed in their IT department. It was a low-tech solution to a high-tech problem, proving that sometimes the oldest tricks in the book are the most effective. Once he had the login details, he was in. With access to Twitter's internal systems, Clark had the power to impersonate anyone he wanted. He could tweet from any account, send direct messages, and even change account settings. It was a dream come true for a teenager with a knack for hacking, but for Twitter it was a nightmare unfolding in real time. The list of compromised accounts read like a who's who of the internet age. Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Barack Obama. Their accounts flashed messages promoting a Bitcoin scam. The tweets were identical, promising to double any Bitcoin sent to a specific address. It was a classic get-rich-quick scheme amplified by the credibility of the hijacked accounts. People fell for it, driven by a fear of missing out or simply believing the messages were genuine. Users sent Bitcoin to the address only to see it vanish. The scam netted Clark and his accomplices over $100,000 in just a few hours. It was a stark reminder of the power of social media and the influence these accounts held over their followers. The hack wasn't just about financial gain, it was a public humiliation for Twitter. The company scrambled to regain control, suspending verified accounts and deleting the fraudulent tweets. But the damage was done. Their security had been breached and their reputation tarnished. Clark didn't act alone. Two others were implicated in the scheme: Nima Fazeli, known online as Rolex, and Mason Shepard, or Chewon. Fazeli was accused of acting as the broker, connecting Clark with buyers for the stolen Twitter accounts. Shepard allegedly helped Clark gain access to Twitter's internal systems. The investigation quickly led to Clark, who was arrested and charged with 30 felonies. Facing a lengthy prison sentence, he struck a plea deal, agreeing to serve 3 years in juvenile detention. Fazeli and Shepard also faced charges related to their roles in the scheme. The Twitter hack was a wake-up call for the tech industry and the world. It exposed the vulnerabilities of our online world and the importance of cyber security. It also highlighted the power of social engineering and the need for better security awareness training. While the incident was a major embarrassment for Twitter, it ultimately led to improvements in their security measures and a greater focus on protecting against social engineering attacks.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to stay ahead in cybersecurity. Check out more videos here to keep your knowledge sharp.